All right, I am going to bring you through a quick stretching routine to help end your workout. Please feel free to do your own stretches in addition to these that I'm going to guide you through. And if anything doesn't feel right, just skip it, let me know. So, we are going to start with a hip flexor stretch. Coming into this long lunge position, we're going to come up onto the ball of our back foot and we're going to pull your hip bones forward. So opening up here, you should feel a nice stretch right in your hip flexor. If you need to hold on to something for balance, that's fine. And then try reaching up the same side arm as that back leg. So feeling a nice release through the side here, nice steady breathing. If anything feels really good, you can hold it longer than I'm going to have you hold it today. Taking some deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. One more nice deep breath in. And on your exhale, you're going to come up and switch legs. So stepping back with the other side, pushing up onto the ball of your foot, and then pulling your hip bones up and forward. You're almost tilting your trunk of your body backwards a bit as you open up through the hip flexor, lifting up that same side arm as the back leg. If you need to hold on to something, please feel free. Big inhale and big exhale. One more inhale, and on your next exhale, you can come out of that stretch. All right, moving into a quadricep stretch. Hold on to something for balance because we're focusing more on getting that muscular stretch than trying to stay on that single leg position right now. So either grabbing your foot or the back of your shoe, or maybe even your pants if you're feeling really tight through your quad. You're going to hold this position, come up nice and tall. Try to avoid tugging backwards on that foot. If you want a little bit of a deeper stretch, you can focus more on pushing your hip bones forward. Soften that standing knee and breathe. Try to keep those knees close together. If you find that knee drifting out to the side, pull it back in. One more inhale, and on your next exhale, you can release that leg down and switch sides. So pulling that leg up, maybe grabbing the back of your shoe or your pants if you're feeling extra tight today. Soften that standing knee. And then if you'd like a deeper stretch, you can push your hip bones forward. As we're going through these stretches, just take note if there's anywhere that's tight or tense that might need a little extra love. You can put some more attention into the stretching those muscles. I'm just bringing you through the major muscle groups today. And on your next exhale, you can release that. Nice work. All right, so we're going to move into this outer hip area. If you have a chair or somewhere to sit down, I'd like you to do that. And we're going to come up into a figure four stretch. So taking one leg up onto the other side, pulling up nice and tall, using your abdominal muscles to do that. If you'd like a deeper stretch, instead of pushing down farther on that leg, all I want you to do is lean forward a bit at the hips. So keeping your back nice and flat. Breathing into this exercise. You should feel this all in that outer hip area. Focusing on that nice flat back, staying neutral, trying not to round forward. And on your next exhale, you can switch sides. So bring the other leg up, sitting nice and tall. Once again, if you want a deeper stretch, you can tip forward slightly at your hips, but just avoid pressing down on that knee joint. And on your next exhale, you can bring that leg down. All right, so you can either stay seated or come up to standing, whatever feels best. We're gonna take our hands behind and we're gonna stretch your chest. So pull back on those shoulders, almost like you're pinching your shoulder blades together, but we're not arching the low back. So all we're doing is opening up at the chest, pulling the shoulders back and together and lifting the chin. So nice deep breaths. Feeling a stretch through those muscles. Right in the front here. This usually feels good if you've done push-ups today. And release that. We're going to take one arm across. You should feel this in your upper arm a little bit into your shoulder. So focusing on those deep breaths. Once again, if you need to hold anything for longer, please feel free. These stretches just kind of cover the surface of everything that you can do after a workout for your recovery. All right, you can switch sides. So bring that other arm across, hold it up from the bottom, and then the closer you pull it in, the more of a stretch you're going to feel. Finding that breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Take one more deep breath here in. And on your exhale, you can release that. All right, so we're moving into an upper back stretch. So imagine you have a big imaginary beach ball in front of you. You're going to wrap your arms around that nice and wide. Pull your shoulders around and forward, tuck your chin. Focusing on pushing your shoulder blades away from each other. Taking some deep breaths here. And one more deep inhale. And then as you exhale, you can drop your hands down and let's roll those shoulders back. 3 big ones. 3 and 2 and 1. Nice job. Please feel free to stretch anything else. And I hope you had a great workout.